Semi-finals day from Campbelltown Stadium. This is semi-final number 2 for the NRL Schoolgirl Cup competition. We've got Bass up against Erindale College Girls. The winner to meet the Hills in next week's grand final. Phil Pryor in coverage on Community TV. Cannot wait for this. 2 halves coming up. Then it's Schoolboy Cup, Peter Mulholland Cup action coming up after this. But who will reach the grand final and take on the Hills Sports High next week? Will it be Bass who's kicking off, or Erindale College Girls? The crew from Canberra, represented on both the girls and boys side here today from Campbelltown. Let's go. Semi-final number 2 underway. Erindale with first possession, working it out of their own end. Only took a matter of minutes for Westfields to get themselves on the scoreboard in the earlier game. Will we see a repeat of that right here? As that pass was juggled, but reeled in eventually. Struggling to get the ball downfield, but that was a good run until it was stopped in a sudden. Couple more tackles in this first set for Erindale as they work it through hands. And this is the 5th and last. So a good kick from Lani Hall. Brought back by Esther Palmer. Number 5 for Bass. So they start their first set just outside their own 40 as Ashley Katu'u takes a carry up towards halfway. This is Faustina Akeje. And over halfway they go. A hell of a run there from Farmasili, but the offload was coughed up and the ball was turned over. So Erindale now, an opportunity to take some tackles inside opposition territory. Stevie Serafin was well met there. Out of dummy half goes Angelina Costa. A couple tackles to come. Some space out of dummy half. Stepping back inside Volovsky. Magdalena Volovsky. Here's Hall once again. A good little pass over the top, but Alira Cole was unable to hang on. So it will be Bass ball. A couple of minutes gone in this one. Some promising signs early. No score as of yet, but some good quality shown from both sides in both attack and defence. Here we go, fed in by Payakau. Anahera Payakau is the 7 for this Bass lineup, turning it back inside for Akeje. Tackled just outside her own 40 and she's come up with an error. Faustina Akeje. So this is the best attacking opportunity for either of these two sides so far in this second semi. Reiterating, the Hills got home over Westfields in the opening semi-final of the day here at Campbelltown Stadium. 18 points to 12, the Hills winning that one. They'll meet the winner of this one. Uwatasoni Poker with that last carry. 30 metres out. Putting pressure up out of dummy half. And there was an error in the play the ball. So an early let off for Bass. Now they'll look to have an opportunity at some plays inside Erindale's half of the ground. She's going to be an absolute handful. Monica Fasaulu Farmasili. Here's a Kedje once again. She's been busy early, the right centre for Bass. Getting the tip on pass was Chantel Ben. This is the last. So at the back it goes. Trinity Tauania kicked it across field. Still there. And now Rasaku was after it. Payakau finished the set off for Bass. Erindale ball just inside their own 30. And they'll start this set working short side. Good charge there from Seraphin. Some space out on this left edge. Plenty of it. Arki. In fact, no, that was Volovsky. She's pulled down Magdalena. Getting out of dummy half, Chloe Smith in the blue headgear. Now dummying and stepping is Angelina Costa. Hall works it to the left, finds her halves partner, and there was a half a chance out there. Morello with the tip on. There's Hall once again, just corralled, got the kick away. And that's a handy little return in the end. Getting back to just outside her own 10 was Asplet, Matilda Asplet. And Bass win themselves a penalty as well, so an extra tackle or two, and Asplet just charges further forward. There's the 6, Trinity Tauanei having an early carry. There's Joy Chataru. There's Tui Polotu. Pardon me, that's Falmasili. Good run. Payakau. Overlap on the left. They've got numbers. And that's a handy little dummy and spin as well. Great cover defence on Joy Tataru, a tackle that had to be made. Joy, she just snuck through there and nearly went all the way. Scoreless still, just under 10 minutes gone in this second semi-final from Campbelltown Stadium on Community TV. Good D that time from Trinity Tauanei. Through hands they go. That ball's going to find the touchline. Lani Hall was trying to ask some questions on that left edge. So here's a great opportunity. As Bass work their way inside the 10, Farmasili stopped a few metres short. To the right they go, through hands they go. Akeje tries to push away, too much power. Faustina Akeje opens the scoring and Bass lead 4-0, kick to come. She's been one of the busiest ball carriers in this game so far, the right centre for Bass. And there's an early statement. So trying to add 2 more will be Trinity Tawanay. .58 for Bass, who's already had a couple of carries in this one. Possessing that strong running game. Not a bad conversion attempt, but sliced.
Conversion unsuccessful. Bass full, Erindale yet to score.
So 1-0 early on in this game. How will Erindale respond right here? Erindale College represented in both the girls and the boys here on semi-final day at Campbelltown Stadium. They'll be in the second Peter Mulholland Cup semi-final up against Westfields from 1:45 p.m. this afternoon as well. That's the 4th and final game that we'll be streaming on community TV. Patrician Brothers, Blacktown and St Dominic's College are up next. First of the 2 boys semis from 12:30. And which of these 2 sides out there in the middle right now will meet the Hills Sports High in the Schoolgirl Cup final? Bass with the first major statement as we approach the midpoint of the first half. Just a late shot there. Gives Bass a penalty and a chance to climb their way downfield. Looking to get aggressive was Magdalena Volovsky. And there's another good carry. Well taken eventually by Miller Arki. Farmasili. She's been busy and has an offload. Extra yardage there. Akeje scored the opener. Needed 3 Erindale girls to bring it down. She got the offload away also. Katu'u. Short side for Akeje. Can she go in again? Tried to spin her way over, just shy of the goal line, in fact, held up. She's been one of the MVPs so far. Subs into the game now as well. And that was the 5th and last, so a bit of a miscommunication there. Wakaniaro, the number 16, into the game now for Bass. Erindale have to work it out deep inside their own end. My goodness. Monica Fasaula Farmasili with an absolute bell ringer. And there she is again. Not just doing it with the ball in hand, but a strip has been located by the ref. And Erindale will tap and go here. There's Stevie Seraphin. Another penalty. Ruck infringement. So the side from Canberra just trying to work their way back into this game. Good charge from Mila Aki. Up to her own 40 on tackle 1. Couple of penalties certainly helping the trailing side work the ball out of their own side of the half. Lani Hall tackled that time. Oh dear. So it will be Bass ball inside Erindale territory once again right here. So the clouds have suddenly arrived here in Campbelltown as well. It was sunny and warm only an hour ago. Melbourne weather in Campbelltown today. Akedje just went without it, running a good angle as well. So a let off for Erindale. Important set for them now, just to get out of their own half of the ground. Put some territory pressure on Bass. There's a good carry. From Seraphin. Pressure at dummy half, play on. Hall with a flick up for Mila Aki. And that's 0 tackle. Swung around and eventually pulled to ground now. Seraphin once again. There's a lot of wrestling for yardage going on after contact. Some subs into the game now for Erindale. That was a good run. Got the offload away also for Abby Brill. It was a good run before by Lani Hall, and now she'll ask for it at first receiver as they go through hands. Good footwork from Sabrina Morella, taking in a solid one-on-one tackle though. Lani Hall passes on for Aki. Inside the 10 now, 5th and last. Their best chance to score points so far in this game. Erindale girls dummying out of dummy half. Angelina Costa just pulled down shy of the try line. She's been dangerous so far in this game, the Erindale 9. Forces an error there out of dummy half as well. Earns 6 more tackles for her team, does Costa. You might be able to hear on the stream the wind just picking up a fraction here at Campbelltown Stadium as well. Oh, pressure at the back of the scrum. Not quite entitled to do that from Mariah Fasaolu Farmasili. So here's Arki. Arki, Mila Arki, has she scored? Held up. A huge carry. Just quite couldn't put it down underneath the crossbar. So Costa goes to Hall. Out the back for Maya McGlynn. Starting fullback for Erindale, in jumper number 15. So Lani Hall will tap it. Goes to Serafin. Good tackle down low from Keisha Marsh. There's Arki once again, bumping through tackles, beat another 2. And lies down right next to the try line. Costa out the back, through hands. It's with Morella, and she's lost the ball as well. And Bass come up with it. Great goal line defence from Bass High. Erindale still scoreless and 6 more tackles. Arki tried to rip it out. Katu'u does well to hang on to it. There's the Jimmy Palmer. Got an offload away also for the opposite winger, Joy Tatauru. They continue to work it to the left. Asplet played it there. Here comes Paige Tawanei. There's Farmasili once again. Fasaolu Farmasili, she's been so strong in this game so far. There's Trinity Tawanei. Ball loose out the back and 6 more tackles for Bass also. Katu'u beating tacklers. Katu'u steps off the right, fending away as well, and somehow she's held up. What a run that was, though, from Ashley Katu'u. Did everything but the put down. There's Matilda Asplet. Through hands they go. Dummying Payakau. Anahera Payakau, the 7. Plays it right in front of the sticks. Here's Akedja infield for work. Has she scored a double? No. A double movement attempt by the looks of things. Faustina Akedja has the only try in this game so far. So Arki brings it out of her own end. Good carry. In fact, that was Volovsky. Before, there's Serafin. Through hands they go. Erindale College. There's Abby Brill upended on her own 20. Oh, big contact. That time on Alira Cole. Sabrina Morella with some ball playing. Here's the last tackle. Lani Hall had some time and space to move into. Well taken up top as the Jimmy Palmer. Bringing it back to good tackle eventually from Uta Uwatasona Polka. Play just held up momentarily there. There's a play down in back play. Doesn't look great. It's the Bass 5'8", Trinity Tawanei, who's been impressive and busy so far in this game, and she's limping off. So that ain't good. As we near the end of the first half as well. So quite similar to the first semi, not a lot of first half points. The Hills certainly got going in the second half in that semi-final opener here at Campbelltown Stadium. We'll have to wait and see whether there's an increase of points in this second half. There was just an issue looking for a super quick play the ball, Farmer Silly. And there is half time. So one more play. Faking the kick. There is a bit of space out on this right, so let's see. Akeje throws off one. And another penalty. It's high contact. So how expansive will Bass get here? They may as well have a go. So Monica Fasaulu Farmasili kicks for touch, 15 metres out. Now she'll tap and they'll go through hands. There's a dummy and an offload. There is some space out on this left. Surely not. Can Bass score in the corner? Oh, it looks like they've just gone into touch as the Palmer out on the left. In fact, no. Must have been Joy Tatauru out there. And that will be half-time. The crew from Canberra find themselves down by 4 points to nothing. 25 minutes left. Winner of this match, of course, will take on the Hills Sports High in the final of the NRL Schoolgirl Cup for 2023. Next week is when the decider will be played. We just saw a couple of the boys teams warming up out in the middle here at Campbelltown Stadium as well. Those matches to come from 12:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Patrician Brothers Blacktown taking on St Dominic's College. And then from 1:45 p.m. Westfields Sports High up against Erindale College in the Peter Mulholland Cup. The winners through to the grand final. So let's go. Let's kick things off. Second half in this second Schoolgirl Cup semi. A low-scoring first half, just like we saw in the first semi-final as well. Things certainly opened up in the second 25-minute period. Let's hope we get some of that here today as well. Akedje, she scored the only try and she's still going. A big run from Faustina Akedje. Pulled down 30 metres out. She's arguably been the best player on the field today. Monica Fasawalu, Farmasili got it on. A dummy there and over goes Anahera Paikal. The half for Bass and a perfect second half start as well. Anahera Paikal doubles their halftime lead. It's now 8-0 kick to come. Off the back of the work of the number 20 once again, Monica Fasawalu Farmasili. One of a few Fasawalu Farmasilis that are out there. And she has been immense. She might even be having a bit of a chat to the ref now as well. So it'll be the try scorer, Anahera Paikal, looking to add the extra 2. Takes it back the full 20 as well. So from a fairway out. How much power does she have in this kick? Not quite enough. 8 points to 0. The scoreline stays.
Conversion unsuccessful. Score, that's 8. Erindale to score.
Certainly not what the doctor ordered coming out of halftime for Erindale College girls. They find themselves down by 2 scores now, early in this second half. Still plenty of time, though, to work their way back into things. They did go extremely close a couple of times in that first half. Let's see how they respond. Maya McGlynn to kick things off. Good tackle to start this set. Just a little bit too slow in the play of the ball, though. Aliana Fasawalu Farmasili with the carry. And there she is again, driven back this time. Now here's Monica. Oh, my goodness. Got the offload away as well. Bounced away from Mila Aki. And Basser on the charge here once again. Monica Fasawalu Farmasili with the tip on for the try scorer. Anahera Paikal. Out of acting half goes Rasaku. Here's Joy Joy with a dummy. Got a handy offload away also. Joy Joy to Tauru. There she is again. Passing it on this time. They move it at pace. They've got numbers out wide as well. Fasawalu Farmasili got it on. Ran around. So Erindale College, they've just used their get out of jail free card right there. There's Cole. It's Mila Arkey. In fact, no, that was Serafin. She certainly got the footwork, doesn't she, Sabrina Morella? Through hands they go. Lani Hall beat one, got an offload away. Costa hit well. Hall now kicks over the top. It's going to find grass. What's the bounce going to do? Well, it works out for Erindale College, and now they're away downfield. Tried to get the pass inside. It ends up in the hands of Brill, who's swung over the touchline. So the cover defence was up to the challenge. As Chloe Smith went down the left-hand fringe. Ashley Katu'u, the fullback for Bass, it looked as though she just got a hand on the pass inside. Otherwise, might have been a try under the sticks for Erindale, who are still yet to score in this semi-final. In fact, it will be their ball, so advantage ruled not to have been played. McGlynn now beats a couple. Maya McGlynn, the fullback, finds her opposite number, even though she's in the number 15 jumper. Good tackle, Katu'u. Serafin. Well wrestled to ground. They move it to the right. Hall wants it. Got it on eventually for Alira Cole. And there's 6 more tackles to come as well. Angelina Costa wanted to go quickly, but was not entitled to. So here we go. Stevie Serafin. Strong first up carry. Costa now will take the line on. Well met by Farsaulu Farmasili. There's Arkey bouncing. Got her leg caught awkwardly under there. I hope she's okay. It's that left leg. She's a bit ginger on it. Hall now over the top. Attempted interception. It's going to be cleaned up. And presumably that set will restart. Well, down they go. There's room on the left. That's 6 more tackles for sure. Morella tried to get the pass further out wide. Lani Hall now has a go at the line. Lani Hall gets Erindale on the score sheet. They open their accounts and they're right back in this game with plenty of time left in this semi-final second half. Eight plays, 4 kick to come. Erindale's number 7. As we see Patrician Brothers Blacktown begin their warm-up down at the other side of the ground behind the dead ball line. They'll take on St Dominic's College in the first of the boys' semi-finals coming up. Peter Mulholland Cup action. It's going to be Maya McGlynn trying to add the extra 2 and get this back to a 2-point ball game. Both of Bass's tries unconverted so far. Both of them have come fairly wide to the left. Lani Hall took a much more direct route to the try line. In comes McGlynn, skipping in and hitting the post, can you believe? So the scoreline remains at 8 points to 4 in this Schoolgirl Cup semi-final, the second of the day.
Score remains that's an 8. Erindale 4.
Back to within a converted try at the very least, though. Erindale. Which of these two sides, the winner to meet the Hills in next week's grand final? In 7 days' time, from Campbelltown Stadium right here as well. Schoolgirl Cup final kicks off at 11:30 a.m. So it'll be happening in exactly 7 days' time from right now. And then the Peter Mulholland Cup final, 1 p.m. next week. Community TV with the streaming rights, of course, as Erindale bring it out of their own end. Hall now the try scorer. It goes over the top for Chloe Smith, who's going to run out of room, and she was wrestled into touch, but there was a penalty in back play for must have been a late shot on Lani Hall. Let's hope she's okay. She's obviously been crucial to what Erindale have done so far in this game. It was a lovely pass over the top from Hall. Ten in the bin for a Kedjet. Big moment in this game. One of the try scorers for Bass. She scored the opener down that right edge. So she'll only play the final few minutes of this semi-final. About 12.5 minutes to go. Here comes Arkey. That's a good run. Got an offload away as well. Good footwork. Up over halfway. Thankfully, Lani Hall looks okay. They push the passes out wide. Muscling up. Rapana. Leilani Rapana. There's Morella going inside. Ball's loose. Who's come away with it? Erindale knock on, according to the ref. Bass coach John Wilson barking instructions just to slow things down. A Kedjet in the sin bin, of course. Any opportunity to kill some time will be taken. Through hands. Almost a knock on there, but it's play on down this right flank for the Jimmy Palmer. And there's Matilda Asplet over halfway. Turn it back on the inside there for Chantel Ben. Here's Monica. Fasawalu Farmasili, another offload, but it wasn't taken. So now Leilani Rapana. Here's McGlynn. Well hit. physical work there in the middle. Serafin Hall goes further wide. There's Magdalena Volovsky. Up to halfway. Hall sees something down the short side. Brill back inside now. Good run from the left centre. Lani Hall gets it on. Volovsky absolutely drilled. Fifth and last now. Lani Hall sees something in behind. That kick took a ricochet and it's bouncing around awkwardly. Katu'u did well to get back there. In fact, she's lost it. Erindale come up with it. 13 on 12 and play happens quickly. Down this right edge. Erindale go in through Poka. Uwatisone Poka. And the scores are level in this second semi-final. Let's not forget it's 13 playing 12 right now out there. Erindale have all the momentum and they've levelled the scores. Kick to come. 8 points apiece. Good rugby league IQ shown there from Erindale as well, just moving it quickly with Bass on the ropes, and they take full advantage. We saw the Hills come from behind in the first semi-final earlier on today on semi-finals day. Can Erindale College girls do the same thing right here? Big moment coming up for Maya McGlynn, the Erindale fullback. Looking to convert the Uwatisone Polka try. Quite a unique goal-kicking style from McGlynn. Can she skip this one through? Reasonably good strike, but the answer's no. 8 points apiece. 7 minutes remaining. And Faustina Akedje still has a few minutes to wait before she returns from her sin bin. Erindale still with a numbers advantage. So a grandstand finish coming up, and if this ends all level, we'll play golden point, 5 minutes each way. Molina goes short side, Erindale. Here comes the try scorer, Porker. Morella goes infield. There's Angelina Costa. Oh, the ball's come loose, and the referee rules play on. For Mariah Fasawalu Farmasili. An incorrect play the ball. Bass just keep shooting themselves in the foot here. Roughly 3 minutes before Faustina Akedje returns to action. Arkey. Five short of halfway. Drama around the play the ball. Payakau back to her feet slowly. Morella with a tip on ball for Ariella Cole. Hall through hands. Over halfway they go. Now trying to work this short side. Paul's going to have to take the tackle. Couple more up their sleeve. In fact, they'll have to go back. Chance for Bass to set up their defensive line. Here's McGlynn at first receiver. Stepping off the right, now using that right arm to fend. Good tackle from Joy Tataru. Now there is some space down this left. They work it out there. Brill, an overlap. It closes. Chloe Smith's tackle. And that set comes to an end inside the Bass 10. Promising build-up play from Erindale. They've certainly got the momentum and the field position right here. Can one of these sides end this thing before Golden Point with a score deadlock? A good charge there from Keisha Marsh. Here's Monica Fasaulu Farmasili. What a charge that was. Nearly back to halfway. Back inside for another one of the Fasaulu Farmasilis. That's Aliana. A good step there from Mariah. Fifth and last. Out the back, good hands from Anahera Palka. And a good kick in behind. Didn't take the best of bounces, though, for Bass. It's back out to the 20. 3 minutes left. Akedje to come back into the game any second now. She's back to her feet. So the final few minutes, just about, it's going to be back to 13 on 13. Brill with the first carry there. Hall now at first receiver. She's been in everything here today. Volovsky just over the 40. Akedje still waiting to come back into the game. Costa still on her feet. Told to play it now. Monica Fasaulu Farmasili was looking for the strip. Here comes Arki. Up over a couple and through a couple of them. Just pushed to her side as she tried to get back to her feet. So Costa goes quickly. Chews up another 10. Angelina Costa. 30 metres out. Akedje is back into the game, so it's 13 on 13. There's an opening down this right. It closes quickly. And Porker did well to stay in the field of play as well. Costa comes up with it off the bounce. She's put her hand up for carries today, the number 9. Couple more tackles up their sleeve. Hall gets it at first receiver, cuts out. They've got an overlap out wide, but they straighten the attack. And they are yelling from the sidelines. Can they score out on this left edge, Erindale? McGlynn goes in. Maya McGlynn, is that the game sealer with just over a minute left in this one? The Hills Sports High awaiting the winner in next week's grand final. They came from behind. Can Erindale do the same? Maya McGlynn, the fullback, with an enormous moment for her school. And now she will look to convert what very well could be the match-winning try. They found themselves down 8-0 only moments into this second half, Erindale. what character they have shown. Erindale in action in the Peter Mulholland's Cup as well. All of those guys looking on now. So McGlynn will not add the extra 2, but that's full time. The Hills will meet Erindale College girls in next week's 2023 NRL Schoolgirl Cup final. Both grand finalists coming from behind in their respective semis. Outstanding stuff.